G'day guys, my name's Hayden Richards. I'm an emergency doctor and I help people learn how to have difficult conversations. Did you know that learning how to have a difficult conversation is a bit like learning how to play guitar? Let me show you how. It's 1999. I'm in my third year of medical school and I have just broken up with my long-term girlfriend. And therefore, I am in desperate need of a plan to find a new one. Now, the idea of just going up to a girl I like and talking to her terrifies me. So that's out of the question. Instead, I come up with a different plan. And my plan is to learn to play guitar. I will woo them with my songs. Advice to my 19-year-old self: next time, just learn how to go and talk to girls. So I pick up the guitar that's been sitting in my room for about a year now, and I start to teach myself to play. My plan is to learn all of the scales and all of the chords, and eventually, when I've got them under wraps, I'll start learning how to play a song. Funnily enough, this doesn't attract the kind of attention that I'm after.
Hey, nice scales, man. Have you considered playing that in Mixolydian mode?
Fortunately, I had some more worldly friends who, one, knew how to play guitar better than me, and two, were way cooler than me, which basically wasn't that hard, but at least they knew that my target audience wasn't fellow guitar nerds.
Dude, you're doing this all wrong. You only need 4 chords.
But what about all the cool songs I want to play?
Dude, all those songs, they only have 4 chords.
Oh. So this is how I found out that a huge proportion of popular songs have pretty much the same chord progression. It's basically a blueprint for thousands of songs that loads of people love. When it comes to having difficult conversations, it can feel like there's an almost infinite variety of ways in which they can present. There's negotiations, there's difficult feedback discussions, there's conflict resolution, there is conversations where you have to break terrible news. And there are combinations and permutations that involve bits and pieces of all of these. These all seem like different conversations. But when you look at the literature across all these different types of difficult conversations, it converges. And it converges on a common structure and a common blueprint. Basically, what we're looking at is a structure or a blueprint that involves, firstly, making sure we've got the setting right. Secondly, setting the agenda early. Thirdly, making sure we prioritize information gathering over information giving. Fourthly, moving towards a shared understanding through dialogue. And fifthly, always agreeing on a plan. Now, of course, just knowing the chords doesn't maketh the music.
You gotta add some rhythm, dude.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta strum. Here, use this.
And so I learned to strum. Now, in our metaphor for difficult conversations, adding rhythm to your music is the equivalent of adding structuring skills to address the flow of the conversation. It involves skills like summaries and signposts and making sure that you're asking skillful questions.
You need some soul, man. Some emotion.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta sing.
You don't want to see that. The other key element that is so important when it comes to being able to have difficult conversations well is to be able to address emotion. These skills include things like being able to name the emotion, being able to show your understanding for the driver behind the emotion, and being able to be really explicit in your empathy. When it comes to playing guitar, once you have developed a basic mastery, and I mean basic, over chord progression, over rhythm and strumming, and over your voice, you can play almost any popular song. And when it comes to having difficult conversations, once you have developed some very basic mastery over a simple blueprint, some skills for structuring, and some skills for responding to emotion, you can have just about any difficult conversation. Just as the lyrics and melody change with each new song, so too do the words and emotions of each new difficult conversation. But as your confidence and experience grows, you'll find that it's just a matter of applying a few tweaks to your basic approach, rather than working out a whole new approach for each situation. For those of you who want to take it to the next level, the option is totally there. For sure, there are dozens of skills and sub-skills that can make you a virtuoso at difficult conversations.
Of course, my favorite is the Lydian dominant.
But that's not for everyone. Here's the bottom line. Difficult conversations are difficult for most of us, and it can seem like an almost impossible task to try to learn an approach to every possible situation that could arise. A better way is to learn a handful of skills and one basic approach, and then tweak that approach according to the needs of the particular situation in front of you. On the day that you suddenly realize that difficult conversations aren't that difficult anymore, the world will open up to you. In future videos, we'll be going into a whole lot more detail on the skills that you should prioritize when you're building your ability to have difficult conversations. So if you're keen to learn more, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, if you've got feedback or suggestions or any requests for future videos, be sure to put them in the comments section below. I will see you in the next video. Do I look cool?
Yeah. What did
You don't look convinced.
You look
Impossible.
so cool, man.
I look cool.
Yes.
You promise?
Yes. Yes.
How do I know you're not lying? You're just being nice to me. Right, I'm
You're
just
not
gonna go
cool
with it.
enough. Get out.
Alright, okay.
Come and sit on my lap.
It's not supposed to be funny yet.
It's funny. See, you're cool.
I don't think I look cool, I think I just look weird.
The beanie needs to be changed. The beanie doesn't look cool enough. I think you need to pull it back really down.
Down like that. How's that? Is that cool?
Yeah.
I just look like I'm gonna rob a bank. Alright.
Wait, Dad, can we move? Winter, it's so my lap.
Alright. You guys cool? You need to stay quiet. Dude, you're doing this all... I didn't even get my line out. Come on. Throw it underarm rather than overarm. Oh, just up in the air. Oh.